Hey, one of the questions I get asked almost as frequently as what is my favorite bushcraft knife or survival knife or whatever is what is in my get home bag. Now, you should have separate. You should have a bigger bag in your car and one that you can take with you. So, this is my no less than 40 miles away. Something happens. I need to walk home for whatever reason. I can't get a ride. So this bag is good for about 40 miles. One thing that is not in this bag that I would recommend is some sort of like tuna packets, stuff like that. But like I said, for about the distance you can cover in say 2 days, if you had two walking 2 full days, not 2 full days, but you know what I'm saying. This is a good bag. We'll start with the bag itself, and you're about to see my dog, Bentley the bushcraft dog, because he has to participate. There's Bentley, and this is my bag. It's just an old 1940s military surplus small bag. You can see it's about the size of my hand. There's Bentley. Okay, on the outside of the bag, I have a metal stainless steel water bottle. Now, most people carry water bottles anyway. So when you do, just make sure that they're metal. That way you can cook in it. I put this in fire. I've painted it black, just because it absorbs heat, easier. So always have a stainless steel water bottle. For a cutting tool, I use this. This is a BK3 tack tool. It is literally a sharpened pry bar. It's full tang, a 1/4 inch thick. I've beat this thing, I've dug with it, I can pry with it, I can probably open car doors with it if I had to. But that's my cutting tool that's on this bag at all times. Because I'm not trying to bushcraft, I'm trying to get home. Okay? Now let's look into the bag itself. Let me open it. And believe me, Bentley loves to be participating, but as you can see, he's kind of ignoring me right now, which is good. But I love him and he loves me, and that's just the way it is. Now, on the inside of the bag, as you can see, I hope you can. Can you see? Okay, yeah, there you go. I'll just flip around the camera. Okay. As I take it out, well, yes, Bentley. Yes, Bentley. I have a Shimog. Uses are uncalculable. It's just 100% cotton. I think it's 3x3 Shimog. I have an old grenade pouch. I think that's an fragmentation grenade pouch. And it's interesting. We'll talk about it. In this grenade pouch, I have this trash bags galore. I have about 2 or 3 trash bags. And this, you can use it for a shelter, for raincoats, collection of water, moving dead bodies, whatever it is you want to do. Okay. I have a Ziploc bag. This one's actually Ziploc too. Usually it's like some no-name brand because they work just as good. Inside this I have a trauma kit, a trauma kit pro, trauma pack pro, with a tourniquet, gunshot wound. I can treat a gunshot wound or get people stabilized with quick clock by a Venture medical kit. I have some. That is one of the best tapes too, and I can't think of the name of it right now. It'll come to me. And just a little tin here, Altoids tin with a razor blade, some Band-Aids, ibuprofen, stuff like that. Not a very big kit, but something that is portable and I can take with me. And that's Leukoderm or something like that tape. Leukotape. That's like some of the best tape you can have. Opinion. Then I have the way I have this kit set up is I have it in stages, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, I just have a outsourced or military surplus 3-round clip with some grenade clips attached to it. I am not in the military. This is just because I can take this and just take this whole thing up with me and have it as a little self-contained kit. And the front here, this is my fire kit, flashlight. I have a couple Bic lighters, magnesium rod, flashlight, and that one. And in this one, right now it's kind of empty because I've used some stuff right there, some like just lip balms, stuff like that. And right here, I'm a vapor slash smoker, so I have some leftover smokes. Plus, one thing to consider, if I have to use this, I'm going to be stressed, and other people's going to be stressed. So a smoke isn't a bad thing to have in that situation. I'm not advocating smoking. I'm just saying if it'll cool you down, calm you down. Then I have a Ziploc bag of energy drinks, sugars, coffees, just stuff to make life better as I'm walking home or trying to get home. I have a cotton bandana and some wet wipes, obvious reasons. Now this is one thing that I learned when I was there. I have some Purell, and this is one thing I learned when I was in the military. When I was in boot camp in the Marines, ibuprofen. This is 250 coated tablets, 200 milligrams. I take 4 of these. I mean, after walking all day, you're stressed, you're tired, you're going to want something for your feet. That helps a lot. Just simple comfort things. This is not a survival / get home bag. This is not all hell breaks loose. This is to get me home from closer about 40 miles. Okay. And as you can see, there's Bentley the bushcraft dog again. And this would be my shelter. I have just some, right here is petroleum saturated cotton balls and napkins and a lighter just to keep it dry. Just a little mini tool because, like I said, I'm not planning on being out there long. This one's made by SOG. A lighter. Another, 3 or 4 sources of fire. There is a guy that is on YouTube and on Facebook that I'm lucky enough to be friends with, not in real life, but like friends on Facebook, by the name of William Lord. Seek him out on YouTube. This man is a god among men when it comes to primitive fire. When it comes to anything primitive, stone knapping, fire making, high tanning, this man is amazing. And one day I would like to be 1/10 as good as this man is. I do have polyethylene and a space blanket for a super shelter if I need it, or just to make shelter in the car. That's all right here. And one thing that's just shoved in here is earbuds, because it's loud. You can make of that what you will. And in the other side of the bag, that I believe is it. Like I said, this is nowhere near you. A lot more gear if you need to, in a bag that you can keep in your car. If you're going in longer distance, I would add more gear to this, obviously. This is, like I said, aside from the food, this is to get me home 40 miles away, up to. In an urban environment, you still have dandelions. If you're not familiar with dandelions, you can look them up. You still have options. Now, you might not like the options you have. Like, you might not want to eat dandelions if I like them, or plantain or whatever, but it's an option. Do your research. What I do is I scale my kits on how far away I'm going to be. I have a bushcraft kit, I have a hiking kit, I have a journey kit, and I have a close to home kit. Okay? So pack them and forget about them. Make sure if you do use batteries or anything, the batteries are up to date, your medicines are up to date. Um, like I said, when it comes to fire, I carry 3 lighters and flint stick. There are people out there that can, basically gods among men when it comes to fire, and I even mentioned one. Again, seek him out, get his name out there. Let's get this man famous. His name is William Lord or Will Lord. It's on YouTube. He's known as the modern day caveman. Awesome, awesome, awesome videos. Like I said, one day I hope to inspire to be 1/10 of knowledge that he has. But in an urban situation, this is just my bag. I hope you enjoy. I hope you get tips. If you have any recommendations, let me know. Just message me on here and do the best you can. Thank you and have a great day.